Hey, what's going on, guys? Uh, just gonna do a quick recap video. This is week 6 of the paper trade contract. Um, let's see. This was week 6 for me, but I I was doing week 2 of month 3. So I did that this week, and I was going for these metrics right here. I was gonna go for 5 to 20 trades, trading with 2,500 shares. I was wanting a 2-to-1 PL ratio, a 50% win rate, a daily profit target of 375. I was going for 15 cents a share on my winners. Uh, my weekly profit target was set at 1,125 for this week, and I was using a 7 to 8 cent hard stop on all my trades. So this was what I was going for this week. Um, I keep all my trades in this Evernote journal. Uh, I really like it. It's a cool tool. Um, there's everything that's wrote down in here is in the contract. Like everything you need to follow is all in here in this contract. So, I was recording all my data from, this is all the trades I've taken under contract this week, and it's just really helpful. Uh, Categorizes things for you. You can color code things the way that you like them, and so on. But my trades for this week start from here and goes up. So I was keeping all of them, everything in here, and I always transfer this over to an Excel sheet at the end of the week to get some better data from week to week. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. This was week 6. These are all the names that I traded this week. I went long on every stock, so I didn't short anything this week. Here's all my entries, exits, share size. I took a total of 8 trades this week. I won on 6 of them, and I lost on 2. Actually had no losses for 2 weeks, so ate my first 2 losses this week after 2 weeks of no losses. This right here on Roku, this was actually a lot worse of a loss at first. It was actually almost a 4-digit loss, but I ended up trading it again like 2 other times after that, and ended up making it only a $275 loss at the end when it was all said and done. So uh, actually didn't get my entries and exits on this one, so some of the data will be missing some stuff. Like I said, so then over here is my P&L for the week. I made $2,210 this week. I was only going for 1,125, so I got pretty much almost double of what I was going for this week, which is always cool. My average winners were 21 cents, and I was going for 15 cents, so that's above what I was going for. That's always cool. My biggest win was 49 cents. I couldn't get data on my average losers because I didn't have any data up here for this. And my largest loss, I couldn't get that because I didn't have any data up here. This was my largest loss on the week. My PL ratio, I couldn't get that either because I'm missing the data for it, but I'm pretty sure it was close to a 2-to-1. My other loss was only 4 cents, so I'm pretty sure it was close to a 2-to-1. And my winning percentage this week was 75%, which is above 50%, which is what I was going for, which is always nice. And I was supposed to be trading with 2,500 shares each time, according to contract, but I made an addition to the contract right here. So if I was trading a stock above $10, that means I was taking half size positions, and anything above $30 I would take a quarter size. So, and I started using that just to make it a little more fair, a little more realistic on my data that I'm getting on my investments. So these were above $10, so I was only taking half size, which really should have been 1,250 shares, but I went below that and went with 1,000 on these stocks above $10. So yeah, again, I made all the metrics I needed for this week, and that allows me to move on. So there's week 3 of month 3 and week 4 of month 3, and I'll be wrapping this contract up. I'll be able to graduate this and have some pretty solid data, and most likely start trading my live account again. But yeah, so profits up to this point with no skipped weeks in the contract should be a little under 5,500. To this point, week 3 of month 3, no skipped weeks. this is what the profit target should look like. And this over here is what I've actually made. And I've skipped a whole month in the contract up to now because, I've consistently done well and kind of blown the metrics I've needed to make like out of the water so far. There's a lot of trades I could have done a lot better on, but this is what I've made so far, just under $12,000 in 6 weeks. So, that's pretty much more than double of what I should be at this point with no skipped weeks. And looking down here on this section on early completion and skipping weeks, if I read this here, really I could skip another week this week just from the data that I have and what I've made this week. And if I do that, that means I'm on the last week of this contract. But like a big thing about this contract though, and why it's 12 weeks long, is to show that you can consistently make profits and consistently be profitable. So like I don't really like the fact that I was able to skip all these weeks, but then again at the same time, that gives me confidence and kind of makes me feel better as a trader, that I was able to basically get to the last week of this contract in half the time, just because like I've already made, like, this number right here is what the profit targets are set at the end of 12 weeks. No skipped weeks, none of that. Like, this is what this contract has you making, or what you should have made. $8,500. And I've already made almost 12,000. So I've already made more than what the contract says you should go for. And it's great for me. But like I said, that just shows me that I probably have the metrics to be a profitable trader, and I use that loosely because anything can happen. Just because I haven't been red on the week yet doesn't mean that next week won't be a $2,000 loser week. You just never know. But, if you're sticking to the plan and everything that's written in here, and you're following the setups, and you're managing your risk, and you're using your hard stop, and doing your due diligence, it just shows you what you can be doing. And really, that's all there is to it. Like, it's not as hard as what people think. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like flipping patties at McDonald's easy, but it's definitely, I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to be able to do this. And especially if you have the right guidance and you're following a right plan, and you're learning from mistakes, and um, that sort of thing. So, I mean, I guess I'm going to go ahead and skip this next week, just because written down here, I have the metrics to do so. I made all my metrics for this week, and my weekly profit target was double, and my overall profit target is more than double. So, you know, I'll be moving on to week 4 of month 3 this week, the last and final week of this contract. This week it'll be pretty intense. I'll be going for 5 to 20 trades. I don't know what I just did. I'll be using 3,000 share size on every trade. I'll be going for a 2-to-1 PL ratio. I'll be going for a 50% win rate. My daily profit target will be set at $600. And I'll be going for 20 cents a share on my winners, which is pretty big. And my weekly profit target for this week will be set at $1,800. And I'll also be using a 10-cent hard stop, because I'm going for 20 cents a share on my winners, so my hard stop needs to be half of that at least. So these are the metrics I'll be going for this week. This will be the last week of the contract. This could be the week that I don't make it. I have data here on a measly 6 weeks, and I've made all my metrics consistently every week. I started on week 2, I started making double my profit targets. Here I made like close to 8 times my profit target. Here I made way over profit target. Again, here I made way over profit target, almost 3 times. And here I made double. Um, like I said, it just really, anything can happen. This could be a big red week this week, and I'll have to do this over. I'll have to try to go for this again. I might not meet my metrics. I can go red. You just never know. But like I said, I'll be sticking to the plan. Everything that's written in here. I'll probably try to catch a couple live trades. There's a couple other video ideas that I have that I might put out, and anybody trying to seek some more info, maybe it will help them out. And if you're really trying to learn, you have to do your due diligence. Like, you have to want to try, but putting in effort, you'd really be surprised at what you can do. And I'd be more than happy to help anybody try to get on a journey or get on a plan like this, or I can lead them to other places that can really help. An extra couple $100 a week, or trying to make a career. That definitely never hurt anybody. Just for I trade probably 2 hours or less every day. Uh, you know, most of the time's taken up studying and just trying to learn and things like that. But there's so much out there that could really help speed up that process. And if this is something that interests you, it'd be silly not to try. And I would definitely like to help. But like I said, this is the last week for me. Hopefully it goes good. I'll try my best, but anything can happen. I would love to make double again, but taking small wins is where it's at. $200-300 a day, that's great. The share size is going to be pretty large. So anything can happen. It'd be crazy. But I'm pretty excited about this, and if I can wrap this up in this fashion, I would be pretty happy with this. Pretty happy with what I've done so far. I didn't make metrics to graduate early. I had to hit 20,000, and I didn't do that. Really would have liked to do that, but oh well. But I'm not gonna make this video forever long, so I'm probably about to end this here. But anybody that has any questions or anything like that, feel free to comment or reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to help. Anybody that's been following me, thanks for watching, and we'll see how this goes. So I'll catch you guys later.